Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tori if you're new here, and today I am showing you some easy meal prep for the week. Big shout to Gundry MD for sponsoring today's video. I will chat more about them and the beautiful product that they sent me here in a little bit, and without further ado, let's get right into today's video. Okay, so I've actually laid everything out here, and we're going to go through a main dish, a side dish, and then I'm also going to be doing some vegetables to throw on top of some rice and things like that. So I'm just going to go over the ingredients, and then I will tell you what is in what. We will mix everything up and make this super easier on y'all. So we have some asparagus this week, as well as some broccoli. I have some black beans and rotel. I have about a cup of quinoa here. I have some enchilada sauce. I chose the red. You could do green if you wanted. I do have some onions and bell pepper just to kind of throw in a bunch of different items here. And then I do have some sauces laid out, just mustard and agave. And then I have these mini potatoes. They are cooked. They are just cooling off here, and I will show you what I'm doing with that. And of course, star of the show, this amazing Gundry MD Olive Oil. So Dr. Stephen Gundry created this company with your health in mind. One is a cold pressed organic olive oil, and the other is a polyphenol rich olive oil, and it's made with some of the most potent olives in the world. So they are grown on trees in a harsh, dry environment with no fertilizers or pesticides. So the end result is a powerful olive oil formula with 30 times more polyphenols per serving than any other olive oil out there on the market. It tastes amazing, and there are so many different ways to use it. Now, essentially, a polyphenol is something that is antioxidant rich, and it aids in good circulation. It can help manage blood pressure levels, and it can keep your blood vessels healthy and flexible. So right now, what I'm doing is taking my asparagus and broccoli, and I am just dolloping yellow mustard on top of the veggies. And then from here, I'm also adding some agave. Please don't forget, all of these recipes will be typed out in the description box down below, but I just like to drizzle that over top of my veggies. You could absolutely use honey or maybe some maple syrup, but I really love this agave with the mild flavor of the Gundry MD olive oil. I am just using the cold pressed organic blend. I think it just really complements all of the flavors from the asparagus and the broccoli. And then I am finishing everything off with some fresh cracked black pepper and some salt. I'm going to pop this in the oven at 350 for around 15 minutes. I like my asparagus a little bit more crunchy, not so cooked, but this is going to be amazing on quinoa bowls this week, and I am so excited for you to try this one. Next up on the list is going to be this quinoa enchilada dish. You could use this for lunches or dinners, but this is just absolutely so amazing. The flavors are just excellent. So I do have a rinsed can of black beans as well as some rotel in there. I'm adding some diced onions and diced pepper, and then I'm adding that enchilada sauce. For this recipe, I am going to use a generous drizzle of the polyphenol-rich olive oil. It has a very bold flavor. Generally, with enchiladas, I'm topping it with some sort of black olive or green olive, but this just gives it the flavor inside the casserole. So I really love to have this on hand just as a base. So I could put it on top of rice and make a larger bowl with this. I could put it inside of a corn tortilla and make actual enchiladas. It's really tasty mixed with an egg scramble for breakfast. There are just so many different ways that you can use this as a base. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to freeze it. And then I'm moving on to these potatoes. So my idea was, after I steam these potatoes, that I was going to scoop out the center and make little tiny deviled potatoes potatoes. It's kind of going to mimic a deviled egg. If you're plant-based, you've probably seen these everywhere. So these are also very versatile. You can put whatever kind of flavor you would like in here. My husband does like it with the traditional dairy and a bacon topping, but I just choose to use the plant-based recipe that I have typed out in the description box down below. So what I'm doing is trying to scoop these out. I think, in my opinion, I steamed them for a little too long, and we're going to talk about that in a bit. It was definitely a fail, so we are going to create a potato salad. Okay, so since that failed, we are creating a potato salad. Remember, I always like to show you the fails, but normally I would scoop those out, the insides of the potatoes, and then it would be like little deviled eggs, if you will. You could, of course, make regular deviled eggs with this, but I think they're cute, and I don't eat eggs, so I guess it's like nostalgic, but they're actually like super flavorful, and this olive oil just gives it that extra creaminess, and it's so delicious. So you don't even need mayo. You could use a dollop if you want, but I try and do just one source of oil. And if I am doing oils, we all know that I go from back and forth from the starch solution. If I am doing oils, I like oils that actually are good quality and, you know, really are good for me. So I'm so happy that this company reached out. Again, big shout to you, Gundry MD, because this is just phenomenal. It tastes so amazing, and it's just really one-upped my meal prep, honestly. So I'm excited. But I have these potatoes cut up now, and then I'm just gonna do a little bit of mustard, garlic, and dill powder, and then probably a tablespoon or two of the olive oil. I'm just going to be using this one this time. This one is the organic extra virgin cold press, because I feel like this one just has a little bit more mild of a flavor. I've seen people take this orally. It says on the bottle you can take 1 or more tablespoons a day, just orally. I've oil pulled before, so I'm familiar with like this consistency in my mouth, but I know that may be new for some of you, so just look into it. They have so many awesome articles on their website, just a really great company all around. So I am going to put this one to the side. That is just for the enchilada casserole, and then I'm going to put a little bit of this in the potato salad, now that it's a potato salad and not deviled eggs. So I'll get you turned around and show you how I'm cooking. So I have this multi-purpose seasoning, I call it, but it is essentially just garlic, dill, a little bit of onion powder, salt, and pepper. I added 1 teaspoon of that olive oil as well as some yellow mustard. I'm going to put in some extra black pepper there and a little bit of diced onion, and then I'm going to mix this together, and this is amazing as is. I like to put it on top of a bed of spinach and arugula and add a drizzle of balsamic, but it is so yummy. I really encourage you to try this one. All right, and here is my meal prep all laid out. I am actually gonna give you a bonus recipe here in a second, but I did want to say a big thank you to Gundry MD. They are actually going to give you a discount if you shop my affiliate link linked in the description box down below. Don't forget that all of these recipes will be typed out in the description box down below as well. I, of course, had to try my classic staple recipe, bruschetta toast. If you have been here for a while, I eat this probably every other day. I eat it as a snack. I eat it for breakfast, for dinner, but it's really easy. I just do cherry tomatoes, a little bit of Italian seasoning. If I had fresh basil, I would throw that in there. I do a splash of balsamic, some black pepper, and sea salt, and then I put a generous drizzle of the polyphenol rich olive oil from Gundry MD.
My favorite way to eat this is on top of sourdough toast with a little bit of arugula. My husband loves this with mozzarella, and this is a crowd pleaser. The kids eat this as well. It is so simple, clean, healthy, and it just makes me feel good knowing that I have some of that polyphenol in my body, just giving me some extra antioxidants, and it's supporting my blood health. And I can't say more about this olive oil. Please go check this company out. They are linked in the description box.
Alrighty everyone, that is going to do it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed these easy meal preps. Don't forget to check out Gundry MD and all of the links that are in my description box down below. As always, stay adventurous, stay creative. I'll see you next time. Bye y'all.